Hey everybody, what's going on? What's hot? What's hip? What's happening? What's shaking on your Thursday? A little early bit of a start here. You know, hey, today I'm going to tell you about the Merkin. Yeah. And as you may notice behind me, usually I do a, themed background. If you think I'm going to sit in front of a giant Merkin through an hour's worth of programming, you're crazy. Let's see here. Hungus Mungus says upload complete. Good. I was worried about that. Julian Zezer makes that symbol that the kids make when something's cool. SG Fanboy says starting without me, not cool, man. Not cool. Well, here's what is cool. Gallerinos assemble. Whatever. I know. Bringing you, oh, by the way, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff that's free. You can super chat if you want. You turn on your gifted memberships, you may get a free membership. Bingo Django right out of the gate. We're here for you again at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's our time. That's when we always do the show. We don't throw it around willy-nilly. We are, professionals, and we don't see the need to just every now and then fling out a show at a time that was clearly established as a constant, I do the show at 7 for a reason, and that is so that certain people, I'm not going to mention any names, although their names may rhyme with Booley, Jike, and Rob, can have dinner with their families, can look across the table at their loved ones, so they can look into the eyes of their lovely wife, Mina, and have that family time. But apparently they don't want that. So they'll just do their show during the time. I think once or twice I've done a show at a different time. Usually because somebody else said they were going to do a show on this time. That's what a nice guy I am. But other people, I just... I'm starting to think Stuttering John's got a few good points. I'm kidding. Oh, God. There's nothing I love in the world more than fake outrage. I swear to God. Kablamo says, Joker. Diana is laughing. That's always good. By the way, we do have the most cheerful chat room on the internet, and they can't take that away from us. We'll skipped one. What's up, Gullerinos? Yes, we already did Gullerinos assemble. Let's see. The Wolf says, I'm going to try and find a picture of the warmer. Well, if you recall, I didn't have the warmer. Mumbles had the warmer. And me and you and maybe a couple other people went to the ball stores or somewhere to get you a warmer, with the pheasants on the inside of the lining of the warmer. Jenny G is here, and she's laughing. Hungus Mungus says, 1 a.m. in the Netherlands. The Netherlands, that's where Dennis Bergkamp is from. Hey, gang, says the Kahuna. Kahuna's here. Always good to see him. Hello, doopa-doopa-doo. Joker, hello. People saying hi. Most cheerful chat room. Aku says the only point John makes is that some children should be left-handed. Kahuna's laughing. Lyndon says, we are with you, Tom. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. I appreciate you being here, but people are going to have schedules that change all the time. It's not a big thing. Julian Zezer says, is a Merkin that thing they wear in front of a kilt? Oh, no, that's a Sparan. Yeah, I'll tell you what a Merkin is here in a minute, but I will repeat. Terry Nee says, Gully. Hey there, Terry Nee. How you doing, brother? I'm going to also, I think, because this topic isn't going to take that long, I think I'm going to show you some videos that Terry Nee made. One of which I probably shouldn't air, but I'm going to anyway. Kahuna says, SG, we got Hungus Mungus with some sort of emoji. Looks like a critter in a box or something. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But yes, and again, if you thought I was going to sit in front of a giant Merkin for an hour, you got another thing coming, kids. You think this show's easy? Think doing this show's easy? You wade through pictures of Merkins for half an hour. The lovely Jokerfish is saying hi to Jenny G. SG saying hi to Kahuna. Jenny G saying hi back to Jokerfish. That's what I like, is we do have the most cheerful chat room on the internet. I loved visiting the Netherlands, says Karen Garvey. The Netherlands is the home of my favorite non-goalkeeper soccer player ever. Hungus Mungus says, always welcome. They have tulips for everybody. And they've got those free bicycles in Amsterdam. Well, not free, but you use it, you put it back, and they're for everybody. Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp. What a player. The Wolf saying hi to a lot of people. Lots of people. And, yeah, I went on a walk today. I don't carry a lot of cash anymore. A lot of people do, but I don't. I try to have as little cash as possible. I use my debit card. I always have like a 20 in the bottom of my shoe, just in case, but very little in my wallet. So I'm walking down the street, and this dude, this is at Walmart. I'm at Walmart. And a guy asked me for $2. Hey, man. And he starts into his story. And I went, yeah. How much do you need? Because I didn't want to hear him. Me and my wife were stranded. We just had I want to hear it. How much do you need? He goes, if you got $2, and I had exactly $2 in my wallet. So I give it to him. So I come back from Walmart, and I decide I'm going to go for a long walk. And I'm taking a long walk. And this person approaches me and they say, excuse me. Just one would have done. Now you're on my bad side. Do you have any money? I can, I went, no, as a matter of fact, I don't. Yeah, you white folks. And I just went, okay. Just gave away my last $2. And now you got to get all racial up in this piece. Uncalled for. Incidentally, they were dressed like somebody that was really going to put that $2 to good work, to good use. Probably, don't get me started. I was really offended. I was like, man, you don't have to go there. Just call me cheap. All right. Hungus Mungus says, I suggest a houseboat. Diana says, oh dear, Tom. Oh dear. Yes, oh dear indeed. She's saying it, the Wolf. SG Fanboy says, hey, Wolf, I'm driving home from work. So hello, everyone. That's the best way to be driving, is home from work. Aku says, call me an attention whore, but it made my day. My user image made the replayables thumbnail. Hey, now. All right. Good job, Aku. Hey, Wolf. SG Fanboy. Gosh, dang it. Thank you. I mean, StreamYard, could you quit just popping stuff up when I'm trying to click on it? It's like when I click, it refreshes. StreamYard sucks. It just does. Jenny trying to make me crash. A few years back in trade school, I got hit up for smokes. My brand was so cheap, I didn't mind passing a few to the homeless. Well, gully heads, assemble. Ronald J. Bateman is here. I guess I better get into this topic. I guess I better open my thing. But before I do, I'll just put this image here. It won't be up long because I'm fearful that image will get me in trouble here on YouTube. But we'll see. I'm going to take it down here in a second. In mere seconds. What the hell? For crying out loud. I better take that down. And this, strangely enough, this image will not get me in any trouble. I have no doubt of it. None whatsoever. That guy is selling Merkins. And that's your image for this particularly short program. I mean, at least the topic. Okay, so a Merkin, and a Merkin, the term has come up more frequently all the time, is what they call a pubic wig. There you go. Merkins were worn by ladies of the evening after shaving their, and now are used as decorative items or even erotic devices by both men and women. Bet you didn't know that. The Oxford Companion to the Body, which is a reference book, it's not a person, dates the origin of the pubic wig back to the 1450s. And according to that publication, women would shave their, for personal hygiene and to combat lice. A lot of lice back in the 1400s. Lice were a pretty common thing back then. They would then put on a merkin. There you go. Also, various ladies of the evening worker types would wear a merkin to cover up signs of disease, like, you know what the diseases are. I don't have to tell you what the diseases are. You know what they are. We're near the dinner hour here. The Oxford English Dictionary dates the first written use of the term merkin to 1617. And the word probably originated from malkin, which was a derogatory term for lower class women, or from Merkin, which is like a affectionate nickname for someone named Mary. Hey there, Merkin. Okay. Sometimes in film making, merkins can be worn by actresses to avoid inadvertent exposure of, During nude or semi-nude scenes, the presence of a merkin protects the actor from inadvertently performing full frontal nudity, which can sometimes ensure that the film achieves a less restrictive MPAA rating. There you go. A merkin may also be used when the actor or actress has less, hair than is required, as in the nude dancing scene in The Bank Job, the extras in that scene. Amy Landecker wore a merkin in A Serious Man in 2009 for a nude sunbathing scene. Clean shaving was not common until 1967, it was not common in 1967, and that was the time period that the film was supposed to be. Lucy Lawless, you and I know her as Xena, Warrior Princess. She was fitted for a merkin in the 2010 TV series Spartacus, Blood and Sand, but she didn't use it. In an interview for Allure, yes, merkins have made the pages of Allure. Kate Winslet related how she refused to wear a merkin in the movie The Reader. And here's what she said. She said, "Let me tell you, The Reader was not glamorous for me in terms of body hair maintenance. I had to grow it in because you can't have a landing strip in 1950, and then because of years of waxing, as all of us girls know, it doesn't come back quite the way it used to. They even made me a merkin because they were concerned that I might not be able to grow enough. I said, guys, I'm going to have to draw a line at a merkin. But you can shoot my own, up close and personal." So Quite an adventurous soul is Kate Winslet. At the Sao Paulo, Brazil Fashion Week in 2010, the design firm Neon dressed a nude model in transparent plastic. According to the designer, the model wore a Merkin to make her appeal more natural under the plastic. In an interview, Gina Gershon revealed that she wore a Merkin in the movie Killer Joe, which was a 2011 gothic crime movie directed by William Friedkin, starring Matthew McConaughey, of all people. Juno Temple was in it. Some people in it. Thomas Hayden Church. In the director's audio commentary of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, director David Fincher discussed how a Merkin was used for actress Rooney Mara after she suggested to him that the character she portrayed in the film was a natural redhead in the book and dyed her hair black. So that's some pretty strategic, plot-related. Consequently, the Merkin she wore was made the color red. For a release of the movie in Japan, Fincher stated, "I do believe in Japan we had to put a mosaic over it because fake, are considered to be nasty in Japan." In Stanley Kubrick's film Dr. Strangelove, the character of the President of the United States, played by Peter Sellers, is bald and is named Merkin Muffley. By the way, there was a wide receiver for the Houston Oilers back in the day named Guido Merkin. In the Italian film La Pelle, which takes place during the Allied occupation of Naples after World War II, blonde Merkins are made for local ladies of the evening so they could pass for blonde to appeal to U.S. soldiers. In the television series Black Sails, Jessica Parker Kennedy wore a Merkin. In the film The Greasy Strangler, the character Janet wears a Merkin. In the film Never Been Kissed, the main character Josie Geller's assistant is named Merkin. Character is portrayed by Sean Whalen. I don't know if you guys know who Sean Whalen is, but anyway. In 2022, in response to the passing of reforms to the Gender Recognition Act in Scotland, Elaine Miller, who's a gender activist over there, wearing a Merkin, flashed the Scottish in protest. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know it was quick. I knew this was going to happen. But that is just a little of the history of the Merkin. And have you ever seen a creepier dude than the guy in the picture next? I mean, would you buy a Merkin from that guy? Or is that the only kind of guy that you can imagine selling a Merkin? You know what I mean? It just seems to me like maybe that's all you get when it comes to Merkin sales. Who knows? It's a complicated world, folks. It really is. Look at that guy. Would you buy a Merkin from MJ? Can I interest you in a Merkin today? And the reason I know I won't get in trouble for this photo is because the Merkin looks exactly like his beard. He could be selling beards for all we know. For all we know, he's a Merkin salesman. I see something here I'm going to jump forward to because I got a thing. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Trevor Garner's here. Yeah, I've done a lot of acting. Trevor, let me tell you something about your friend Brett, the stupid fireman. He sent me a note the other day. This guy is so into himself that he can't see it, but everybody else can see it. He sent me an email the other day saying, I figured it out, Tom. You're confusing me with Irving the Indian boy who's really into himself. Now, that's not me. I'm a different... Really? I'm confusing you with that guy? Really? Is that what's happening? Could you tell that guy to dry up and blow away for me, please? Could you please do that for me? Can't stand that guy. I'm taking creepy Merkin guy off the screen, by the way. I guess I could put Black Panther up there. Let's just go ahead and put Scarlet Witch Tom Gully up there. The wolf says, I'm going to get out my sword, surfboard, put on my funny costume, have tea and biscuits, and salute Mario Andretti, and then do everything in my power to make a bad situation even worse. Well, that's what you're going to do. Kahuna says, is there going to be swearing? There will be swearing when I play Terry Nee's videos. There will be swearing. So stay tuned. Doctrine says, hail Tom and my fellow gully heads. Don't crash, SG fanboy. Keep your eyes on the road and hands on the wheel. Yeah. Hungus Mungus is doing this weird thing with the spinning wheel. It was novel at first. It is losing its novelty. This is no trouble here. Let's see. That guy has one on his face. It looks that way, doesn't it? Camel toe wig. Well, that's not it's not the name they use, but it's actually pretty accurate. Joker says, I'm not allowed to learn this. I wouldn't trust anyone wearing a Merkin personally, but that's just me. Aku says, wizard sleeve, fairy cave, clown pocket. Jenny says, Aku, you are too funny. Diana says, they had them all the way back, Tom. They really did. They so it was really a fancy doormat. Yeah, sort of. Julian Caesar says, read the bottom line on the guy's display case. Yeah, it's actually pretty funny, the bottom line on the display case. It says, it's something about serving here, I got to blow up the screen. I don't want to blow up the screen. StreamYard will just kick me off or something. But the last line's very funny. Did I ever do any acting? Yeah, every time you call, I act interest. No, I'm kidding. I've done some acting. That Brett, I can't wait till he comes back in this room so I can ban him forever. He's done. Be banned forever. Toby McGrovey says, Ronald J. Bateman is here. He certainly is. Adam and Eve wore vegetarian Merkins. Well, yeah, I guess the early Merkins would whatever, I don't know that they had synthetic hair back then, so they would all have to be somebody else's hair. Adam and Eve wore, that's funny. Diane O'Brien says, Jenny, that's a good one. I'm a proud American. Well, I could have shown you a hat that says, make American great again, but I didn't. We call that a crotch wig. It is a crotch wig. Merc. People saying hi, people thanking people saying hi, other people saying hi. More recognition of people. Most cheerful chat room on the internet is verified by independent sources. Rev, if you were here earlier, I could have added a description to the folks I said hello to. Yeah, you get here late. You don't get the premium wolf greeting. Jenny G said, I would run from that guy. He is creepy. And he would probably chase you because he is creepy. Ronald Bateman says, Merkin Vineyards is the name of Maynard James Keenan's winery in Arizona. Great wine if you're into that stuff. I would just be suspicious as to how they strain the grapes. Terry Nee says, traveling Merkin salesman. Wow, the stories. Sounds like the beginning of joke, So a traveling Merkin salesman in a small town. Anyway. Julian Caesars, wonder if he takes trade-ins. Oh, man, that's nasty. Julian Caesar, that is funny. It is very funny. The wolf says, but he did deny his essence and drink grain alcohol and rainwater. Well, yes, yeah. Other people also deny their essence. Girls don't like that sometimes, but sometimes you have to deny your essence. The Doctorn says with his facial hair, he looks like he grows the Merkins. Yeah, he just grew all those and then just whoosh, took it all off in one fell. He looks like he's fashioning one. He does. Well, let's bring him back up. That's what I thought was funny. It's like, did one of those jump up onto his face? Are they alive? Aku says, oh, wait. I get Irving the Indian boy mixed up with everyone. Yeah, who doesn't? if you ever heard or saw Irving the Indian Boy, you wouldn't get him mixed up with anybody. He's one of the biggest wastes of time ever. Aku says, I remember someone sold what he claimed was Jesus's beard, or some religious person. Turned out to be a Merkin. SG Fanboy says, Scarlet Witch is the best one. It is pretty good. It is. I can't even do it as well as that it's being done there. I do like the Cap one. I'm also a little bit partial to the Iron Gully. Well, I think Scarlet Witch is the best one. Terry Nee says, I may get a Make a Merkin Great hat, the double trigger. If you don't get them on one thing, you'll get them on the other. The phone lines are open. The phone lines are not open yet. I've got to show some videos by Terry Nee, and then I'll open the phone lines. Fig Leagues are vegetarian. Tom acted in Our American Cousin at Ford's Theater. I did. New XXX movie, The Traveling Merkin Salesman. Yeah, only today it would just be called Merkin or some... Rev on the phone is one of the favorite things about this podcast. Well, there's no accounting for taste. I'm just kidding. Hey, Wild Bill. Okay. Happy to be here, Jared. Hey, Hungus. Yes, Bill. Everybody greeting each other. All right, let me see if I can get this Terry Nee video up here. First, I got to make myself teeny tiny like Vince the lawyer. And Terry Nee made not one, not two, but 3 videos. How am I going to do this? I'll start here.
Hello there.
All right. Let's do this one first. Then I got to share my screen. Hold on. I'll be with you in a second. Then I got to share my screen. That's awful good looking there, though. Let me share my screen. And there's old Terry Nee's deal there. I'm going to share that. All right. Now, Terry Nee made these of me. This is the sort of the thumbnail for my shows, and he put my face on it. This is a quick one, so get ready.
Hello there. Hello there.
Okay, so there's that one. And then we also have this one here.
Americans love a winner and will not tolerate a loser. Americans play to win all the time.
Why isn't that going to full screen? God, I hate StreamYard. I really do. Let's just go ahead and try it again here.
Americans love a winner and will not tolerate a loser. Americans play to win all the time.
Which is true, by the way. Well, let's do this third one. Dang on it. Let's do this third one here.
Have you ever noticed how you come across somebody once in a while that you shouldn't have fucked with? That's me.
All right, let's see that again. I'm objecting to the profanity, but the AI was well enough done that we need to see it again.
Ever notice how you come across somebody once in a while that you shouldn't have fucked with? That's me.
So please give Terry Nee a rousing round of applause. He very much deserves it. He very much deserves it for that. Let's see here. What else we got? We got a bunch of people saying hi to each other. Hey, Terry. Okay, here we go. The Wolf says they make those Merkins from Asian hair. Asian or Indian. Karen Garvey says, Tom, no accounting for taste. Hungus Mungus says, spooky. I don't know what that means. Reverend Wild Bill says, here in Hotlanta, they make them out of hair from, well, okay. Let's see here. People laughing. The wolf says, I got a question message about the Gringo Giant and the Warmer. Nobody knows what those are here. Well, they might know what the Gringo Giant is, but they don't know what the Warmer is. People saying hi to the Rev. SG Fanboy says, I feel like had he not become a comedic actor, John Lovitz could have been a Merkin salesman. He has that look about him, doesn't he? Terry Nee says, the third was my favorite. Hear that, Ice Cream Man? Well, just as the show started, the weather's getting nice here in Dallas. And you know what that means? Yeah. Stereo in the car across the street's kicking up again. Now, it hasn't been as loud as it was last year, but it's been loud enough. And we're putting that, I'm putting a stop to that right after this show. BK... 3, 2, 1. Well done. Clap, clap, clap. Oh, yeah. Like, share, subscribe, retweet, hit the notification bell, do all that free stuff. You can super chat. You can also turn on your gifted memberships if anybody wants to give any tonight here. Who knows? We'll see. Jenny G says, ooh, I like all three, but I like the third one best. Terry is not a bird. He's a goat. Greatest of all time. The last one is so in character. Just so, I'm the world's nicest guy, but you want to mess with me, you're going to have problems. Aku says, AI freak out a lot of people. However, my position is as automotive necromancer will remain untouched. Okay. Tom swearing makes me happy, says SG Fanboy. Diane O'Brien is very impressed with all that. Terry Nee, well done. Terry Nee is, his virtuosity is being well recognized here as it should be. Apparently, Terry is quite the perv. That doesn't mean what you think it does, Terry. Kahuna's giving claps. Jenny G, something about Tom sounding like a tough guy makes me feel a little, whatever makes the ladies happy. JC says, give me the address of the loud stereo car guy. We can take care of it, buddy. Oh, believe me, I can take care of it. Hungus says, I'm a Russian chat bot. Well, slow down a little. Karen Garvey says, what are you using to make this art? I used to have so much fun with Adobe Photoshop. You can do some of it with Photoshop, but AI does such a better job. Phone lines are now open at 972-994-6822. We got certain people in this room, and they're good people, that might try to produce the show sometimes. Just saying. They said some things. They occasionally might try to produce the show. That's all I'm saying. SG Fanboy says, Karen, I use Midjourney, Insight Face Swap, and some Photoshop. Those are probably all expensive. We should take care of the ice cream truck guy, too. Yeah, that guy needs to go. Let's see if it's going to work on the first try this time. Did it work? No. I don't know what it is about the first call. It drops it every time. Thank you, Skype. Thank you, all of my softwares that fail me every time. Thank you. That I pay for. Hi, and welcome to Tom Gully Show. You're on the air. Caller, turn down your speaker, caller.
I don't want to.
You got to, or it sounds like an echo.
Is it what? Where? When? Hey, Tom.
How's it going, man?
It's your worst nightmare. How you doing?
Well, not my worst nightmare.
Well, okay, can I at least be next to worst then? I mean, I was trying to at least get a number one position.
Top
now
five.
I can't even do that.
Top five.
So I'll go 5.
Yeah.
No, man, at least make it 2. That way I can at least try harder.
Well, you could try harder if you were 4.
Not 4. I'm just going to give up and not even do anything.
Oh, well, then you're not.
I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to just sit back and relax.
That's
at that point.
That's just the kind of attitude that makes you not my worst nightmare.
Oh, okay, I understand.
If you had more of a,
I have to work on it.
Yeah, if you had that, I'm going to be number one no matter what. That's the worst nightmare. No, my worst nightmare currently.
You shouldn't have said that, Tom.
My
You
worst
shouldn't have said
my
that.
worst nightmare lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
That one is.
You know what I'm
trying to
saying?
figure out which one that one is.
No, you don't know which one that one is.
That's
the one. You know, we dare not speak her name. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But see, you told me about becoming. You shouldn't have said that.
Why?
Oh, I'm going for number one.
Yeah.
I'm going for that being on the block list.
You're gonna leapfrog Trevor Garner and Brett from Fireman.
All them, the Indian boy, whoever the hell I got to do. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, not a bad word. At least I didn't say fire truck.
That's what he calls himself, anyway. Yeah.
Fire truck.
You know, you're fine. You're fine.
No, I'm saying he called himself fire truck. That's
No,
what I said. That's what he calls himself. And it's like, you talking about Indian boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got his Indian boy. Mm-hmm. But anyways, how you doing, Tom?
Fine.
It's been a while.
Just
You
fine.
didn't sound too happy on that one. You
I'm
better
fine.
pick it up just a little bit,
I got a lot of stuff going on in the next 4 days, and I don't want to do any of it. So that's how I'm doing.
Well, you know, I did want to remark about what Karen said, and I agree with what you said.
What did she say?
About taste.
Yeah,
About
there's
taste.
accounting for taste. There is.
I
Yeah.
tell if she thinks ooh, that's not good.
Well, it's good for you.
I guess, I don't know, you know.
There's one of the things that I do that I'm not going to be doing. That I'm not going to be doing very shortly. And
That's still a lot. That leaves a lot to the imagination, also.
and that thing that I'm not going to be doing very much longer is the thing I would prefer to not be doing at all ever again. But due to the fact that I'm a nice guy, I'm going to do it for another 2 weeks. If that gives you any insight into one of those situations. That 2 weeks,
situations.
you know, that 2 weeks that you have to give people sometimes that you don't really want to give them any. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
I know it.
You just got to suck it up, pull your big girl panties up, and just do it.
I know it, but it's such a it's such a pain.
I know, it's such a pain. But see, when that happens, that's when you go an alternate route and you relieve yourself on something else, such as stereo across the street. The ice cream man. Things like that, you know?
That, or you take that bad situation and you do everything in your power to make it worse.
Worse.
That's
when you call wolf in.
Yeah, that's when the wolf comes in.
That's when you call the wolf in. You just tell wolf about it, and then, that's when you make an unpleasant situation extremely unpleasant. Mm-hmm. Yep.
JC is reminding me that there's a show at 8 Eastern tonight. What show is that?
You got 25 minutes. See?
JC, is that
Hold on, I'll look real quick.
No, it's because Rico's on right now. Is that on?
Yeah, Uncle Rico's on right now.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. That 8 p.m. show. Is that Steel Toe with Pot Awful? You're gonna have to tell me what show that is, JC.
Okay, because it's definitely not anything on Shuley.
No, it's not. It's not.
Nothing on Shuley. I don't know about leaving. I don't know about the.
I don't know about it. I don't know why I'm so worried about everybody else's show.
I know they don't worry about you. That's
Not
what
one
makes me
bit.
so mad. You worry so much about people and stepping on toes.
I know it.
But yet walking all over you.
I
Now, I
know.
will say one thing. Now the replayables,
Yeah.
they don't. But the other deal, yes.
Well, replayables kind of has to be on later anyway, because those guys are down in some drinks, man.
Well, I mean, at least they come on. If nothing else, on the early side, they come on at 8 o'clock. If nothing else, Eastern Standard Time.
They're good people over there. And by the way, though, I'm just joking.
They are good people.
I'm just joking about Rico and all that. I mean, they do just as many shows as I do, and they've been on doing it for a long time. And it's
actually they do more shows than you do, because they do about 3 or 4 a day.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just going to happen once in a while. It's just going to happen once in a while. It's no big deal. And I might also point out there's 3 of them. Yeah. So getting everybody's schedules to mesh and finding a time is way harder than it is for me. Especially when you consider that Bob has got, geriatric issues. Shuli, he's got Shabbos every now and then. Mike Morse is, searching for pigmentation all over the. I'm kidding. They've got things to do.
I mean, but Tom, though, all kidding aside, though, sometimes you are too nice.
Yeah, that's never been
honest.
said.
That's your downfall, to be honest. Sometimes you're too nice. You need to be more like me.
Well, for many years,
and to some people, that's Mr. A.O.
You can tell. You can ask Wolf. For many years, I was not nice at all.
Oh, I know you. I know. I mean, see, people don't realize that you hear on YouTube.
Yeah.
This persona you put on YouTube. If they knew the real you, like I do, and Wolf does.
Oh yeah.
This is kind of laughable.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you bite your tongue when you start talking about the stereo person or the ice cream man.
Yeah.
People don't realize you're actually biting your tongue, because there's a lot more that you would love to say.
Oh, yeah.
But there again, you try to keep a G-rated show so that anybody can come in.
Well,
and believe me, if they knew the real you,
it's more to protect.
I don't think YouTube would cut you off, but you would definitely have to put a disclaimer on the beginning saying 17 and older. Or something like that.
Actually, you can't get in here unless you're 17 or older. But
well, people lie a lot too, But
yeah,
anyway.
that's true. But the main thing is I'm trying to keep employers from looking at my show and going, wow.
That's true too. Right.
Terry,
so maybe I shouldn't be on the show. I might get you fired from the other place.
You're fine. Terry Nee says I use 2 apps, Revive and PixArt. Oh, those are pretty good apps. And then people are laughing at you for some reason. And then Jared says classic Wild Bill.
Oh, people always laugh at me. You know what?
And
I laugh with them.
Doc Torn says, ladies and gents, the one and only Reverend Wild Bill. There you go.
Thank God there's only one, huh?
Hungus Mungus says, mother-in-law. No idea what that means. Wolf says, we are all parked slightly outside of reality. That's true. Wild Bill is unblockable. I think that's what it says. Jared says there's a show on at 8. Let's see. I DM'd a link on Discord in case you don't have the new channel. Yeah, you got to tell me what Discord. I'm not in the one Discord anymore. Remember? I'm not on that Discord anymore.
I tried Discord, and that sucker just messed up my computer big time.
Mine too, man.
It slowed it. I mean, it just. And the thing is, even if you've got it turned off, the son of a gun is still working in the dadgum background, and it's still taking up resources.
Well, and it messes up my microphone levels and everything else. So.
Well, it messed up my video for everything. It just slowed everything down because it was taxing the computer too much, and I wound up finally having to uninstall it, and then everything went back to normal. But then I tried it again. Same thing happened again.
Sometimes,
it's like, okay, it's Discord.
Sometimes I try to open Discord, and it sits there and tells me it's updating for half an hour. And then after it's done updating, it doesn't open. And it's just, forget Discord. That's for children.
Right.
Toby McGrovey says
agree.
Rico isn't on till 8 for me. Gully heads have been assembled. The Wolf says there's nothing like being the crowd favorite. That's when you really need to do everything in your power to make it even worse. The crowd favorite means you're hated by the crowd in Wolf language.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad I'm a favorite then.
Karen Garvey says, radio, the switch broke because it's old. I was seriously thinking about hiding the receiver when the switch broke because it's old. Elvis Costello lyrics. Well done, Karen Garvey. The Wolf says your show...
Isn't Karen kind of a fan of his also, like you are?
Well, there's Karen.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Karen's a big fan, but also Christina Costello is a big fan. The Wolf says your show is better than Uncle Rico. The statistics would show otherwise. JC says,
I was going to say, not trying to hurt no feelings. I love watching replayables. Them all watching stuff, but the Uncle Rico show and stuff, there's only just so much of them talking about SJ.
Yeah.
That after about 5 minutes, my tank's full.
Well, not every show is for everybody.
Right.
So,
and I'm glad they're doing so good, but they did help you out a bit.
A little.
I think the replayables helped you. When you was trying to get monetized and stuff, getting you information, that's what I meant. They tried to help you out. The main one was Chris, though.
They put the word out, and so did replayables, and a lot of people did. And, the folks that came in here and watched to get those watch hours up are the real ones because I already had a certain number of people even left over from the old days that were subscribers, but... Terry Nee says, bitter is self-destruction. Smartass is the mother's milk. God, that's a T-shirt or a bumper sticker waiting to happen, Terry. The Wolf says, this is his radio persona. Yeah, the Wolf. Well,
yes, it is.
I couldn't speak a sentence on the regular radio talking the way I normally do. The FCC would close us down.
That radio would be shut down. The FCC would have that radio shut down in no time. If you were your regular self.
Kind of like Bob Saget. He was on that Full House show and he was all nicey, and then if you go see his stand-up, he's just filthy. Toby McGrovey says, Terry Nee, well said.
You know somebody else who was like that too, real quick? Jim Croce.
Yeah.
Jim Croce, his songs and everything, you wouldn't think nothing about it, but you go to when. As a matter of fact, I saw him a week before he had to crash and died.
Yeah,
he was at the. He was in Atlanta at some little.
Of course, he
very,
was.
Very. What am I trying to say? Not many people.
I don't know. I'm just waiting for you to give the location description that always follows. He was in a club. It's over there. It's not quite next to the old Coke plant.
It's over there near the MARTA. It's over there by the main MARTA. Office over there at
nobody knows
Lindbergh,
what you're talking about. Whatever. Slightly. Believe me, I don't.
Well, I'm talking to you.
I don't have the encyclopedic recall of the map quest of Atlanta that you do.
Well, now the reason why I know all this stuff is due to all the patrolling I had to do when I was a patrolman. That's how I know, because I had to know all those roads. Sure.
Yeah,
that's the only reason why I know what. But anyway,
Karen Garvey says exactly well, Bill. We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you. You're awesome. JC says this is the channel name. Everyone's invited. Channel name is Pod Awful Ephemera Obscura. If you go there, check them out. If you like them, tell them I sent you.
Pod Awful is good. They're great.
Yes. Now that the peace has been made, they're great. There was a period of time, I know you remember, Wild Bill.
I remember those days.
Yes.
I remember those days. But there again, a meeting of the minds came together, and it got really good after that.
Everything's better now. It was me, not them. JC says, don't forget to up fingers, folks. Jared says, gotta go, Tom. See you in chat. Well, I might check that out at 8 Eastern. Terry Nee says, Tom, I think a Penn State hat would increase viewers. Well, somebody sends me one, I'll wear it. You know.
Yes.
Doopa-doopa-doo.
Oh, go ahead.
Reverend was a patrolman. How many streets with the word peach in it? Oh, God, there's not a
God,
way
I
to...
don't even want to get. I mean, now on that one, I would actually have to Google it.
Hey,
because there's so many of them.
Can I tell you, there was a girl in Atlanta that when I lived in Tampa, she came down and worked at this ad agency I worked at, and she ended up leaving and moving back home to she was originally from Savannah, but she moved back to Atlanta.
Okay.
And at Christmas time, probably you know how some girls will pull the move that, 2 weeks before Christmas, you'll get a gift like on December the 10th. So you then have to get them one, right? Which was fine.
No.
She sent me a very, very lovely, lovely gift. And I got her one and I sent it back to her. I sent it to her address. But she was on one of those Peachtree cul-de-sac, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And she didn't get it. And man, was she livid. Because I told her, I said, hey, I sent you a little something. I got nasty emails and calls from her for 3 months.
Well,
and you know what happened? Do you know what happened at the end of the 3 months?
What's that?
The package arrived with all sorts of stamps and wrong place and this and that on it. And
I was going to say, how many wrong addresses was it delivered to before it finally got to the right one?
She had to apologize, like,
I mean, I understand. I mean, because I was going to say, first off, you sent it by USPS, which was the big mistake.
I might not have. I might have. I think I sent it. I think I sent it UPS.
Oh, really? But
Yeah,
still, there again, with all those peach trees, what they do is they just keep hitting them until they finally get the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, but I mean, there's just so many. But I was going to answer to Karen. Yes, Karen, I was a patrolman. After I got out of the military, I did become a law dog for quite a few years. And then, yeah.
The Wolf says he used to talk to his wife all the time at his club on 5th. She finally sold the place when she told me she would never sell. And I'm assuming he's talking about Jim Croce. Terry Nee says, or Pecan Karen. Terry Nee says, UPS, number 1. I don't know. Maybe he has had worked for them or something, but...
I don't know. I like FedEx myself.
FedEx is good, but it's pricey if you're not sending, you know what I mean?
Well, if I've got to know that it's going to get there guaranteed, I go FedEx.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll pay a little bit more and get the FedEx. Otherwise, usually, well, I had pretty good luck sending your stuff through USPS first class, the priority. That's what it was.
But
priority.
You know why that is because where I was living at the time, there was no residential delivery. You had to go to the post office and pick your stuff up. So anything that was coming to Wayne County, Utah, was going to that post office.
Was it Utah or before Utah?
Nope, it was Utah.
It was in Utah?
Yep.
Okay. Because I've known you through a few different places.
Yes.
The reason why I'm saying that, I ain't been around as long as the Wolf.
Terry Nee says his uncle ran UPS. And Karen Garvey says, Terry Nee loved pecan, but shoe fly pie. I don't like pie. And I don't like soup.
Well, it depends on who she is. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well,
I'll
let it slide.
On who's cooking it? There we go. It depends on who's cooking it. That's what we're going to say.
Let it slide through the Merkin episode. Can't really get too high and mighty.
Merkins, you know what that thing looked like on his face? It looked like he took one of those Merkins and put a slit in it so that his lips would show between it, and that was it.
Yeah, it looked like
that boy probably didn't have no hair on his face.
Yeah. Pecan rhubarb, says Terry Nee. Strawberry rhubarb isn't bad. Kim Orfield, better known as the Wolf, says Jim Croce placed place on 5th in the gas lamp district of San Diego, I'm assuming. I used to deliver the propane for the patio heaters. We rented them. There you go. Let's see here. Trevor Garner's asking if you like fried okra.
Yeah, fried okra's good. Don't like stewed okra, but I like fried okra.
Yeah, I don't like stewed either.
And I do like
Fried's
and I do like okra in my gumbo. And in my gumbo, I like okra. But there again, pretty much anything Cajun, you put okra in it, so it really don't matter. But anyways, but yeah, fried okra's good. Yeah, stewed I don't like it because it's the same reason like raw oysters. I just don't like anything that slides down my throat before I can chew it.
SG Fanboy, and I know some other people have had a similar experience, says, I ordered some knife scales from another country. They got to the U.S. in days. USPS then proceeded to send them to the wrong side of the country twice.
I've had that happen before, too. Matter of fact, I watched something the other day do the same thing. It got to Atlanta, which then is supposed to come to out here where I'm at. You know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Outside of Atlanta just a little bit.
I know where you're at.
And that would have been it. Oh, no. They took that from Atlanta, then sent it to West Georgia.
Wow.
Out there almost to Alabama. Then they sent it back down to South Georgia, then up to me, finally.
Well, you know,
it's like
it used to be.
Thank God for USPS.
I'm not talking about like anything elaborate. Eric Harrison, haven't seen you in a minute. Says, how are you? I'm doing fine. Nice to see you. USPS is a pension fund. It is. But it used to be when you would send just a regular number 10 envelope letter.
Yeah.
It moved pretty darn quick. And it was like, you know what? 35 cents to get this somewhere. That's pretty cheap. That's pretty good. But now, if somebody from Indiana sends me something, it's damn near a week. And it's like, how can it be that long? It's.
Well, I was going to say that now I can do a box, one of my care packages or something, that I send out, or even an envelope. It really don't matter.
Right.
But I can send it to California. My buddy out there, that special effects guy out there in California,
right.
Eric. I won't drop his company's name, but the one that does all the movies and stuff, that does the weird movies with Tromaville and all that,
yes.
Doing the weird stuff.
Yeah.
I can put a package into the mail today, and he'll have it in 3 days. But yet I can mail a letter to my neighbor across the street, and it takes him a week or better to get it.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I really don't.
Well, it's USPS's better routing system is what it is, But
yeah.
There again, what's my favorite saying? Can't fix stupid.
Yeah, you can't. Ronald J. Bateman is I've met Lloyd Kaufman. I mean, it's not hard to meet Lloyd Kaufman. It's pretty easy.
Lloyd Kaufman, Tromaville.
Yeah, Trauma Studios.
Great guy.
It's truly snail mail nowadays. Unfortunately, there isn't as many carriers as it used to be. Well, the post office is trying to pick up money doing deliveries for Amazon.
Yeah, because some of my stuff. Matter of fact, I just got a package yesterday and today through Amazon. Well, ordered on Amazon, delivered by the mail, but it had to be because it was third party. Mm-hmm. Because, one was my Dubai roaches for Morticia, her food.
Yeah.
And, I had to get all the roach bugs for her.
Yeah.
And then I had to get the super mealworms for Spot.
Well, of course.
And those come through the mail.
Can't have just regular mealworms.
No, he's too big for the regular ones. These things right here are about 2 to 3 inches long.
Oh,
grub
boy.
worms. I mean, they're big monsters.
They are a meal.
But there again, he's getting pretty big also his own self, though.
They are a meal.
So, well, he'll eat about each meal. He'll eat 10 of them. Each setting, he'll eat 10.
I can't.
Yeah, but Lloyd Kaufman's a good guy, though. He'll go ahead. You can't what? I'm sorry.
I can't calculate bug things. Hungus Mungus says, mealworms.
Mealworms. Good. Oh, yeah.
The wolf says
A lot of protein. A lot of protein.
The wolf says USPS lost my order of 3 magazine pouches. They do that. Eric Harrison said this can actually be a pretty profitable business. The roaches are. Yeah.
Oh, it is. It is because I get mine super cheap because I order them from a company where I get like 200 of them for half the price what I would normally get 50 for at the pet store. Because I'll be honest, at the pet store, they were 50 Dubai roaches, what they call large, which ain't that large, but 50 of them is like $29, and I just bought 200 for $13. So I think I did pretty, and all of, and I mean I didn't sit down and count each and every one of them, but I would say 95% of them were still alive when I got them, which is a good thing.
The next time anybody asks me what this show is about, and I normally say, you tell me and we'll both know, but next time I'm going to say, it's about how much bugs cost in bulk.
How much bugs cost, yeah.
Diana says, the post is getting just as bad here, Tom. We used to be so proud of our British Postal Service. We used to be proud of ours, too. USPS is the Seinfeld mail, and Eric Harrison says, always nice to go direct. You can save a ton. Yeah, I never thought I'd be talking about mealworm prices on this program, but...
Tom, not trying to be rude and crude, but what have we learned tonight?
Well, we learned...
I was looking at my clock.
We learned you don't buy mealworms from
the pet store.
Yeah. The wolf says they were supposed to email me a letter I could use telling the company they lost the order. It took 4 weeks to finally get the email after many... visits, I guess. I don't know. USPS just delivered me a copy of Vogue. It was directed to someone a few blocks away. Tom just rolls with everything. I love it, says Karen Gardy. And then Trevor Garner says, Kim Warfield, it's the wolf, by the way. Have you ever heard Jim Croce's son, AJ Croce, records with Leon Russell? You mean Leon Russell, who's been dead for 2 years?
Yeah, he sings with them real well.
Yeah, buy bulk. Buy bulk, says Terry Nee. Whatever popular, buy bulk.
That's what I do, buy bulk. Well, Tom, look, I'm going to get to Sam Hills off the phone.
All right.
Because
time to go.
It's getting on that magic, on that bewitching hour of 8 o'clock.
It really
Well, it's there now in about 5 more seconds. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. We're there.
Yeah.
So on that note, I'm going to say Wiener Sein, Wiener Schnitzel, all the Gruber, all that other kind of good stuff. And, Tom, you take it easy.
You too. Thanks for calling, man.
We'll talk to you later, brother.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. That's going to do it for tonight's exciting Merkin-laden episode of the Tom Gully Show. Let's see. We did 0 super chats, 0 anything else. I don't even care. I don't know that this show merited any of that stuff, to be honest with you. Let me see here. I guess the only thing left to say, because I want to go see the Pod Awful show, is till next time. We'll see you next time.
Right out of my pants.